By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to build an organic acquisition system for your home improvement business. Now, before we get into the video, my name is Anthony, and I've personally grown and scaled over 40 different home improvement businesses and added six figures to their monthly revenue. Now, here are some of our clients and what they've scaled to essentially. This is John. He started out at 33,000 a month and we scaled him all the way up to 77,000 a month in just 150 days. Tiddy went from 12,000 a month to 82,000 a month in less than 6 months. Simon went from 7,000 a month to 62,000 a month in just under 90 days. Alan went from 12,000 a month to 58,000 a month, and Roman went from 30 to 36,000 a month. And he's one of the few who we took straight from zero, straight from absolutely nothing. Here are also some revenue screenshots of some of our top clients and their monthly revenue. As you can see here, all six figures plus, and yeah, this is also Daniel, and we implemented our Facebook ad system into his business as usual. And yeah, we got a bunch of leads, bunch of job opportunities, and bunch of jobs essentially. And yeah, it's proven and it works. If you want to check a video out about our Facebook ad system, it's on our channel. Obviously completely for free and everything like that. Now, getting into the video, how to build an organic acquisition for your home improvement business. So there are 5 processes in your organic acquisition system. The first is social media presence. The second is your website. The third is nurturing the lead. The fourth is monitoring, analytics, all that stuff. And the fifth is local presence. Now, we'll go into depth on each one essentially. So the first process is social media presence. So this is posting on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, right? It's basically being on there. So on Facebook, you want to join community groups to share advice, showcase your project, things like that. You want to post regular updates, do testimonials, also do Q&A, live Q&As, and engage with followers, obviously, and things like that. Those are things you want to do on Facebook. TikTok, you want to post short form videos, so behind the scenes, project transformations, photos, tips. You want to obviously make sure you're doing trends, and because TikTok big with trends and things like that. So yeah, basically just short form content, and be consistent, right? Be consistent with the short form content, with all that content you're doing on TikTok. Be consistent. The next thing is Instagram. So again, it's similar to TikTok. You just want to post short form videos, before and after photos of projects, completed projects you've done, client testimonials, tips, all the things like that. Obviously engaging with followers through comments, everything like that. And again, be consistent. I've added this in multiple times because being consistent is very important with social media, essentially. Now, YouTube. YouTube is optional. Reason I say this is because you might not be able to do YouTube because it does require a long form video, but this is something you can look into more in the future after you've scaled to higher numbers. However, if you are a higher number, or you can actually do long form videos, then I would recommend it because it's basically another way to build trust with people in terms of your social media. Because not a lot of home improvement businesses have long form videos, like the full renovation process of a kitchen, for example, or a full interview with satisfied clients. Things like that are long form videos, and not a lot of home improvement businesses have it. So if you have it, you're different, and that would be good for you. And again, if you do that, you want to be consistent. I'll keep repeating being consistent because it is very important. Now, those are the 4 things in terms of your social media presence: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Posting on it, just being there. Now, the second process is your website. Now, your website is basically the foundation or the hub of information for your business, right? People go from your socials to your website, right? If they were to see a YouTube video of yours, they'd probably click on your website, and that's where you'd be able to, allow them to schedule a consultation or call you or things like that, right? It's basically just the central hub. Now, I'm not going to go in depth on the video into this because we do have a part 1 and 2 of basically a website masterclass. So we go over everything about the website and basically making it successful in a way. But yeah, if you want to basically optimize your website, know what to put in it and everything like that, if you don't have a website at all, do check that video out because it will help you. But that is the second process, the website. The third process is lead nurturing. And when I say lead nurturing, I mean lead magnets, newsletters, and email sequences. So with lead magnets, offer free consultations, renovation guides, and this would be in exchange for email address. This could also be just information, just basically guides, right? If it was something they could do at their own, their own little renovating thing that they could do themselves, then add that as a guide, right? Add all the keywords, and you do show up on, Google more, and it also just gives them free value, right? It gives them free value. It helps basically to build a better relationship. Now, newsletters, um, you know, if you ever get a prospect email, your client's email, add them into your newsletter. You need to have a newsletter. In that newsletter, you can post, some photos of completed projects, seasonal promotions, your offers, your referral system offers, project showcases, renovation tips, all of that stuff. You can just basically dump it into your newsletter. And that basically just shows all the people inside of it, all these things you have to offer. It's basically having a group of people that you can, you could put anything into your newsletter. You obviously want to give out advice in there, but in addition to that, you can post a bunch of other things, right? So email sequences is the third thing for lead nurturing. Sending up follow-up emails, special offers, nurturing to basically nurture leads. This kind of goes hand in hand with newsletters. But yeah, now all these three things, they nurture the leads, which is the important part, and it builds trust, which, as you know, it's an easier sell and it's more jobs for you. Now, yeah, that is the third process. Now, going on to the fourth process is monitoring and analytics, essentially. So, tracking your website traffic, social media metrics, lead source tracking, content performance, things like that. So, tracking your website, you can easily use Google Analytics for free. Track the number of visitors, the page they visit, where they come from, all of those things. And with that information, you can basically improve upon your website and do things like that. Social media metrics, just engagement on posts, follower growth, conversions. This is all on all social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of them. Lead source tracking, so know where your leads are actually coming from. Because with this you have a bunch of different places, referrals, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You want to know where they're coming from. And content performance is to regularly assess which type of content are driving the most engagement. Don't just be blindly posting on there. You want to learn essentially and get better at it, because it's, again, the whole thing itself, the whole system, the whole posting on TikTok or whatever, it's a whole process. So do be getting better, do track what basically works the best. Now, improve everything you can. Again, as I said, don't ignore these metrics. That's what these metrics are here for. They're not just to tell you, just to let you know. They're here so you know, and so you can prove upon it. You can act upon it. So do improve it. Don't ignore them. That's a very big mistake you're making if you ignore them. So moving on, the fifth process is local presence. So partnerships, community events, local networking. Now, for partnerships, you want to form partnerships with related businesses, whether it be interior designers, plumbers, everything like that, right? Cross promote services, what is that? What it does. So, community events, you want to sponsor or participate in local home improvement expos, community fairs, charity renovations. I mean, the list goes on, but you get the point, right? All of those things you want to participate in. You want to get your presence out there locally. You want to do local networking as well, building relationship with other businesses like yours, realtors, suppliers, all of that stuff you want to do. Now, this builds your local presence, which again builds trust. And especially if you have social media presence and local presence, it builds trust even more, the fact that you have both of them, because that's something that people nowadays look to. Now, all of these things work hand in hand. So do all of them. They all work together, right? From the first process all the way to the second process, to the third process, to the fourth process, and to the fifth process. All the lead nurturing, all the posting on social media, they all work together. So you do have to do all these steps of the process, as always, to basically for it to work. And if you do all of them, then your organic system is basically complete for your business. It's done. And the good thing about organic system is you don't have to pay for anything, right? There's no costs. There's no costs of having that local presence. There's no costs of monitoring it and analyzing it. There's no costs of nurturing the leads and having newsletters. There's no costs of the website. Well, it might be a bit of the cost, but it's barely anything. And there's no costs of posting on social media. It will take a bit of time, but if you're consistent, it will work out in the end and be of good use to you. So yeah, with all of that, that is the organic system complete. Um, Now this also works hand in hand with the paid ads system for Facebook. If you want to see that video, you can check it out as well. And we also go through that step by step. But yeah, this works hand in hand with other organic systems because, if you have a referral system that gets you a lead, then they see that you're posting and you got all this stuff. It works hand in hand with that because it builds more trust. So, do you have an organic system inside of your business along with a referral system and a Facebook ad system? We have other videos on the other systems. Again, if you do want to check that out, but have systems, um, have this organic system. It's very important, especially nowadays. And with this system, you can scale to higher numbers with your home improvement business and get more jobs. But yeah, that is it for this video.